who made this beat, baby.
Welcome back to another episode. This is the Real Talk with Adore and Daisy.
I'm Adore.
I am Daisy.
What's going on, y'all?
How y'all feeling?
Y'all don't ever answer us in the comments when we ask how y'all feeling. I don't like that. How y'all feeling?
How you feeling?
I've had better days.
Mm-hmm.
I've been overwhelmed, super busy, loaded with work. So I haven't had no self time. So
Oh my goodness.
how you feeling? Grind.
I'm feeling good today. I could be better, but I'm feeling good though. Overall, I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the stress, the overwhelming, being able to make money. So I'm real thankful right now. That's my thankful season.
That's good.
The process for sure. Yeah. I don't, and it's crazy because I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because I'm not, but like sometimes like it gets so overwhelming. Like I don't be knowing what day of the week it is all the time. So
Preaching to the choir.
yeah, I'll be like, okay, what day is it? Breathe, like literally.
Yeah, you gotta be able to calm yourself down. So
I was gonna ask you. So before we get into our guests, we got a returning guest actually, that we like to ask and check in on mental health. So Daisy, how's your mental health today? Let it be known that I saw you a week ago. So a week ago from today, your mental health was great. So how you feeling today?
I can always be better. I feel like I'm learning that being better it makes me happy. So I'm always acknowledging like, okay, it's good, but it can always be better. How's your mental health?
I'm okay.
Okay, if you're not okay, you can talk about it. It's okay to not be okay.
Agreed.
I'm okay. I just got a lot on my plate.
But you still going. You moving forward. You don't have the average load because you're not trying to do average things. So
yeah,
I feel like it's a lot on our plate. But you want more, so you gotta do more.
Yeah. That's why it's tough. I went to church today. I done been to church like 4 times this week. I'm in that season where I don't want to miss my mark. And I was listening to Sarah Jakes last night, and she talked about missing your mark. So I'm sure I missed it a lot of times, but this time I don't want to miss it. And I know that I'm different. I know that I'm destined for greatness. And like having people that's not on the same road around you make it harder.
It makes it so much harder. Like just last week I was saying, like I wish all my friends was, in the season that I'm in. I wish all my friends thought like how I was thinking right now. So the grind wouldn't feel so hard. It wouldn't feel so lonely because it's times where you be like, damn, I really can't call on you for this because you not there yet. It's not your time, or you don't feel like you want to grow. And I just feel like I'm in a season where growth is so important. Like I feel so good when I know I'm making a better decision, even though it's hard and people don't understand. They're not with you. They don't feel you. How you know what I'm saying? They not. But it's okay because it took like you said, you done missed your mark a million times.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've missed my mark a million times, but I don't want to miss it no more. I'm being more disciplined. I'm changing my actions. I'm not doing the same things I was doing because if you keep doing the same thing, you'll get the same results. Mm-hmm. So it's okay to break down because we're not doing the same things that we used to do. Mm-hmm. And it's hard, it's lonely, and it's boring sometimes, a lot of the times. But sacrifice now to live comfortably forever.
It's crazy because I don't even feel like it's sacrifice no more. Like I know a week ago we was talking about sacrifices. When I listened to that sermon, it's talking about being obedient.
Mm-hmm.
So obedience is different from a sacrifice. So now I just feel like I'm being obedient. Whatever God say go, gotta go. Whatever He say do, do. Like, and it's harder to get people to understand you, but I'm learning like they not gonna understand you. So like I'm over that of them even understanding me. So it's just like it is what it is, and you do feel alone. Like especially living alone. This is even harder. Like no noise, nobody talking to you, nobody calling you. Like, but I know that at the end of when I finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm gonna look back at these episodes like.
Yeah.
But anywho, enough of that.
See, that's why I want to be close to you so I can hug you. But let's introduce our guest.
No, we gotta ask her how her mental health was.
My mental health is good right now. I'm in a good space. God, like you said, obedient. God has like really put me by myself. You know, I literally in this time have been like distant from friends because we're not on the same level. You know, my mental is different, but you know I appreciate what God doing because He's putting me to where I only need Him. Like I don't have people to like really call on. You know, I don't have people to help me. Like people don't understand my load. People don't understand when I miss an event because, you know, I gotta work or I gotta sacrifice or I gotta be obedient. So that's why I said I'm thankful for because I see exactly what He's doing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy about that. I'm overwhelmed too. Like, you know, I went from, you know, being taken care of to taking care of everything. So that's a big adjustment. That's a big adjustment. So especially when your kids have they basically have a standard. Like they're like, we used to living like this, you know. So yeah, so that's why I said I'm thankful. My mental health is good. I'm happy that your mental health and you know that you have to be obedient. And that's hard. That's the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to your daddy or your mama, like
it's hard.
Yeah,
you know, so
definitely.
I'm good. My mental is good. Thanks for asking.
So, of course, tell the people who you are.
So I'm Ketoy, Keys to the City. Everybody knows me as helping businesses, small businesses, helping them with marketing, helping them with my marketing events. I also manage artists. I have a lot of things in store. So I'm real big in my community. I help a lot with the community. After I leave here, I'm actually giving away a lot of clothes, and shoes, and stuff to people that's in need. And then I'm also starting something next month called Feed the City Sundays. And that's where we're just going to have people come together, you know, donating whatever you can donate, water, pizza, whatever. And we're just going to go around and feed the homeless.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
And on Sunday. So Feed the City Sunday.
What made you get into that?
So I do it. This is what I do on my spare time. Like I literally ride around with bags of food in my car. So whenever I see somebody, be like, "Oh, here you go, here you go." I give away a lot of my clothes and stuff. I keep it in my car. Like right now, I probably got about 10 pair of shoes in my car. Just so when I see somebody, I'm like, "Here you go." You know. So I love to give. You know, and I feel like I'm not giving for a blessing, but I feel like that's why I'm just overly blessed.
Yeah.
You know, so I just love to do. I just love to, you know, help somebody else. A lot of people don't know that the homeless, you know, a lot of times they want to be homeless. You know, I have literally got out and talked to them to see like, why you out here? Like, what's going on? And a lot of it is mental. You know, a lot of people are homeless because they're the mental. I met a young girl, and not to really get off subject, I met a young girl, and I would bring her clothes all the time. And I'm like, why are you out here? And she was like, I had to run away from home because my stepdad was raping. And she was like, but when I ran away, I got gang raped by a bunch of homeless people. So she's like, I just stayed out here. And I was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with the Feed the City Homeless, Feed the City Sundays, I want to give away food, clothes, and Bibles. Like something for the mental, something to mentally, you know, make them stable. I ran into another older guy that was homeless, and he said his wife died. He was like, I'm never going back home. I don't have a home. My wife no. So a lot of it is mental. So, you know, I give food, I give clothes, but I still want to give something to stimulate them mentally.
Yeah. Honestly, people who are homeless or, you know, people, they don't even have to be homeless. They can just be heartless. It's all mental. It's something that they went through or something that they don't, they can't bring themselves back from. And it's hard to bring yourself back to the light after it's been dark for so long. Like, I really commend people that bring themselves up out that darkness, because some people never see the light. You know what I'm saying? They just crash out.
Yeah, I agree.
They just crash out. So I also feel like that has something to do with acknowledging what you need to heal from, grieving. Like he said, he lost his wife. What home do he have if that's all he knew? So, it's different.
Yeah.
Coming out that dark room.
Yeah, it's hard. Being low, being just hopeless, helpless, like, it's hard. It's super hard. I've been there before. And it take only you to pull yourself up. People can give you advice all day. People can give you a helping hand all day, but sometimes people be so low, they just leave me alone.
So last time you came on the show, we talked about second chances. We talked about how you did time in prison and being, you was alone, you was away from your family at that time. It wasn't, a long time, but it was still being away from your family. This time we wanted to kind of talk about healing and grieving, because you lost your mom, right?
Yep.
And then when you were younger.
Yep, I lost my mom. And then, 2016, I lost my dad. And then this year I lost my boyfriend.
Yeah. So, and you keep going. You got kids, So tell us about the healing process. How has it been?
It's up and down, because you can get to a point where you be like, okay, I'm good, I'm getting through it, and then you can have just like a bad day that like literally take you right back low. Like, okay, no, I'm not getting through it. So like with me, I'm a healer, so it's like, okay, you gotta heal yourself, but it's also okay to reach out for help. Like, a lot of people don't think that they should see a psychiatrist. They don't think they should go to therapy, because a lot of times it's things that you don't understand yourself. Somebody can help you. But when my baby daddy had died, I had so many people reaching out to me. Like, their husband died, their son died, they're this and that. And I found myself helping them, lecturing them, mentoring them, like, do this and pray and it's gonna be okay. But in the midst of it, I was helping myself, So, and that's really how God works. Like, He'll use you. A lot of things that I have realized that I've been through in my life is not for me. It's so that I can relate to somebody to help them, I recently just went through a situation when I lost my baby daddy, where I lost everything, my house, my car, like everything. Like, I literally started back over. And I was, somebody was reaching out to me, and they was asking me to help them with a job. And, I basically was just preaching to her. And I'm like, she's like, yeah, I lost my car, I lost my house. I'm like, shit, I ain't got no car, I ain't got no house. And she was like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. Like, and in the midst of that, like, she ended up DMing me 2 weeks later. She like, Key, I just got the money to get my car back. She like, I'm about to move. She like, you don't understand that conversation helped me get back on track with God. Like, and I'm like, okay, so I get it. I'm going through this to help to be relatable with somebody else. Because had not been like, oh, I ain't got it either, she probably wouldn't have listened to what I had to say. Yeah. So the healing process has been a journey. And then it's harder because I'm also trying to help my kids heal. Because I lost somebody, but they lost somebody too. My daughter and my son, that was like his father figure, basically. So he's also grieving a father figure and then a father that he never really had. Yeah. My daughter is so smart. Like, the first 3 months of him passing, she would have nightmares. So that was a lot for me, because she was literally having the same nightmare of losing her daddy. Like, she would wake up, and that was a lot for me. That was mentally, like, I would be up all night, and she'll wake up crying, because she just was so smart and she understood it so much, So it's been rocky, but I'm getting through it. I'm pushing. Like you said, once you get in that dark space, it's hard to get about. I always say I'm avoiding the sunken space. Man. But I'm feeling every emotion. I'm not trying to avoid it. I don't want to be drunk and not feel it. I want to feel it. I want to feel the pain. So then that way, I know that this is the space I don't ever want to be again.
Yeah.
What was the process or the journey like when you lost everything? Was it easy for you to go to God, or did it take you time?
So when my baby daddy died, I like, y'all not gonna believe it, okay? I don't know how spiritual y'all is, but I had so many people reaching out to me like, God told me to tell you, God told me to tell you, like, and I like no cap, like literally so many random people, like God told me to tell you, and it was like he drew me to him like quick. So even when I was going through things, I'm like, oh, it's because I'm getting closer to God. That I made a post about it. You know, when you are chosen, you become the devil's target. He will target you. He will try to break your obedience. He will try to discourage you from your faith. He wants you to believe that God ain't gonna come through. You know, so when I was losing everything, I understood it was the process. But it also made me thankful because I worked hard to get it back. You know, it made me more thankful. It made me more stronger because what I thought I couldn't do by myself, I was shocked. Like, yeah, I did that shit, and it didn't take a long time. It took just determination. And then I'm also happy I got my kids because my kids kept me like, nope, you know, because at the end of the day, if I fail, who they got to fall on? I'm the only person. So it was it's still a process of, you know, losing everything and getting everything back, you know, your mental, and then you trying to be a mother, and you still trying to cook, then you gotta work, then you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, but I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it. Not mad about it. I'm overwhelmed. I'll be like, you know, but then I'll be like, you know, God, I know you got my back. So
Ooh, it's tough, like going through the process, especially being a mom.
yeah,
I always say, especially being a mom, because sometimes you can't even acknowledge your feelings because you got kids, and you gotta explain to them why they feeling how they feeling, and I feel like that in itself is reason to keep going. They looking at you, you know what I'm saying? You have to be their figure to look at.
Yeah. But see, I'm very transparent. I'm very open. So like, cause my daughter is like synced to me. So like, I can wake up like real emotional, and I look over it and she'll be crying, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" She's like, "I don't know," you know. So, but I one thing about it, like I cry in front of my kids. I let them know I'm having a bad day. I let them know like, you know, today wasn't a good day. I'm very open with them because I don't want them growing up thinking like my mom was strong. My mom didn't never cry. Like, no, it's okay. Look, you know what I'm saying? I want them to understand that. And my son really understands that. He be like, especially when I'm like, I'm having a bad day. Like, okay, Mom, what you want me to do? Want me to go cook?
I
Want me to do
love
this?
having an older son.
Yeah, so and you know what? And if I hid that from him, he wouldn't know where to pick up. You know,
Right.
he'd be like, I'm gonna get KK. I'm gonna make sure she good. So I'm very transparent with them. I'm very transparent with how they feel. You know, and then I'm doing a lot of gentle parenting because I used to be a yeller. Sit the fuck down. And I'd be like, please have a seat.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's so good.
yeah.
How's the gentle parenting going? Asking for a friend.
That's the hard part.
Asking for a friend. Yeah. I'm like, that's so good. I'm serious, but you have a little girl. Your boy is honestly, I have 2 boys, so my younger one be off the wall.
Yeah.
He tests me it's like
my younger one too now. She twerk queen. She like, all right, girl, sit down. But boys too, they need gentle parenting too. Cause my son, you know, when Terry had died, my son was telling me that like, you get mean, you hurting my feelings, and I was like, dang, okay.
See, and it's so crazy because my oldest son, he didn't like really say that, but I can tell by his reaction from it. And so I do gentle parenting with my oldest, but my youngest,
he ain't having that. You can't be gentle with him.
We ain't there yet. Maybe when you turn 4 or 5, I don't know. But this toddler stage,
yeah, I understand. Trust me.
Yeah, we had him last week while we was recording, and I was just
you can hear him kicking the door in the episode. Sorry, y'all. Thank you for still tuning in, but yeah.
He banned from coming around when we recorded.
One
I
walk
feel you.
in, I'm just like,
I feel
That's good your kids can, you give them a safe space to open up because some kids feel like they can't talk to their parent. And I feel like
yeah.
that affect them in the long run.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That a lot of childhood trauma for sure.
Yeah. I talk to my kids about a lot. It's like I said, especially my daughter, because she just like too smart. But even my son, we talk about sex, we talk about girls, we talk about I be having to tell him about scamming. Like, hey, you don't get caught up in that. Like I just try to be as real as possible because and a lot of times he'll see it for himself, and I'm like, I told you. So then he understands that. Okay, let me listen to you. You right. So definitely want to create an open space for them. Especially with the healing, though. Especially with the healing.
Outside of being a mom and helping your kids grieve, when you alone, what does it look like for you?
So, I'm talking to God a lot when I'm alone, and then I find myself even talking to Terry, like, or hearing something he'll say, like, bitch, like them tears. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a tough lover. He was a person that like taught me how to grind and do business better. So I will always hear him in my head, and but when I'm alone, and I can say like this is my first time being alone in a long time. We was together for 6 years, so I'm used to being with him every day. We went everywhere together. So being alone, I'm talking to God. I probably read the Bible. I'm stimulating my mind. I'm a marketing person, so I read anything about marketing, or I'll do a lot of preaching. I have a lot of people call me for advice. And now what I've been doing is, come on, let's take a date night to church. Because I know that right now I can't help everybody. So I need you to draw close to God so he can help. So that's what I've been doing. But I kind of just keep myself busy. But then sometimes I try to just stay still and be in my thoughts. So it's either or. Like I had days when I'm breaking down, and I'm like, woo, and but then I had days where I'm just still thankful. So that's why I'm like I'm in my thankful season.
I think it's so important to be still when when you talking to God. Like sometimes he just wants you to be still and listen sometimes. And I feel like that season is so important. And again, you may feel lonely. You may not have people to relate to that, but I feel like that part is necessary in healing and in any journey.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree.
I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people might have missed their mark, and I know everybody don't practice the same religion, but I mean, like when COVID hit sitting in the house, as y'all can tell, people didn't know how to be by themselves.
No, that was hard. That was hard for me.
Yeah, just think about it, being on go every day, all day. If you going to work, you being a mom, y'all going to sports, y'all doing this, y'all doing that. When people really had to sit down, I was looking around me and people was really fooling, like wigging out that they had to be by themselves.
Yeah, that's where a lot of depression came from.
Yeah. So it was like that right there was one time that it all hit me again, like, okay, this what it feel like to be alone because we too busy living life and going out of town. And just think about how many times have you really been alone? Yeah. And I feel like that's when that was a big wake-up call for a lot of people to be like, okay, it's important to be alone. Like that, just with any journey, it's super important to be by yourself.
Definitely. And then I do agree, like with grief, you don't just grieve someone that passed. Like you can grieve a job that you lost. Because I remember I was working at Quicken Loans and I cried for like a month because I'm like, this was my favorite job. Like I can't believe they did this to me, And I really grieved that job. Like
you got fired?
Yeah, they had fired me. I just when I started becoming a party host, and I got drunk, ran through the the little thing that go up when you going out the parking lot. I'm thinking it's a parking lot that I can park in, but it wasn't. I'm like, it's not opening. Ran straight through that bitch. They're like, we see you on camera. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I paid for it. They're like, no, you gotta go. They're like, you should have got on your knees. That's what they told me. You should have got on your knees and begged for your job. And after that, I became an entrepreneur. So, but I really grieved that job, like grieved it, I really grieved, like, I had a fallout with a friend that did some whole shit to me. I really grieved that relationship because I'm like, man, you were really my friend, you know what I'm saying? But I hate to have to let you go, So, grief, it occurs in all different types of stages.
Friendship grief is super hard.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
I'm still.
Because you don't know if you should forgive or forget.
it that too, but then like I guess everybody's situation be different. I be feeling like people don't know how to have conversations, communication.
Yeah.
Like friendship, like female friends fall out about anything.
Yeah.
Like guys, just like stuff you could have possibly had a conversation about. And to think that like, okay, we was together all these years, and it's like, you know,
this little thing.
that's
Well, see, it take a lot for me to cut a person off. So if I'm gonna forgive that nigga 1,000 times, I'm gonna forgive my friend 1,000 times. But after 1,000 times, it's like, no, bitch, this who you is. I ain't about to keep forgiving you. I ain't about to keep letting you do whole shit to me. So I'm straight on you.
I don't know. I'm very, very forgiving. Friend, man, family, whatever. I'm very, very forgiving. But sometimes it's just like, this is who you are. And I still forgive you, but I don't want to be around you because you're not a good person for me. But I love you to death. You was fun to hang with.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
You're just not right as a person. So
and grief come up with that.
Yeah, it's so messed up, especially because I still invested all this time with you. You was my baby, or
you're my family.
Secrets, but you just not right. That hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. Family be like that too sometimes.
Yeah, they the bad ones. So
yes, it starts within.
Yeah. So I agree.
I'm still learning to let go. Like, I'm still holding on to stuff that physically I let it go, but mentally I haven't let it go. And it be just my thoughts just consuming myself. That ain't like my issue with my mental health right now because I know how to just turn that off. But like, when I think about it, when it come around, I be like, yeah. Oh, I had to delete Snapchat. I don't even play like that. No. That remind me of my past.
Come up from 10 years ago, like, come on, Snapchat.
I don't even got
Facebook.
Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, certain days I know not to check my archive because I know what today is. Like if it's somebody's birthday that I know.
Oh yeah, it's popping up.
Yeah, so it just be like, no, thank you. But that's definitely tough. It's definitely tough.
Yeah, I agree.
You definitely got you grieving, especially just thinking about it in your. That's another part of grieving. I feel like you never stop grieving. You never stop feeling.
Then I feel like a part of the journey, it gets to a point where you saw where you went wrong or you possibly went wrong and that person went wrong and you want to have a conversation about it. Then it just be like, well, should I reach out? And it just be like, now I'm going back and forth with it because I'm mature. I've grown, but did that person grow? Like, would they be receptive of what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But you know what? Like right now where I'm at, I'm gonna voice how you make me feel. And this is whether you go accept it or not. Like I have a friend and we just became friends. We've been friends for probably like 4 months and we literally we battled. You know what I'm saying? Like we be like, oh bitch, I'm not fucking with you. But then we'll have a conversation. I'll be like, look, I ain't like when you did that. This made me feel this type of way. And she'll be like, you know what? You're right. Okay. And that's where I'm at with everybody. Like, look, I'm gonna let you know what you did that I didn't like. And you go either correct it or you're not. So if I'm not fucking with you no more, you know why? So I'm just at that point. I want to say what I said. I don't want to leave it to where it's we don't know. We didn't never have a conversation. No, you know exactly what I said. You know exactly what happened. And, it was upon you to take the actions to correct it or tell me how you felt. So that's just where I'm at with that. Like, I'm letting you know how I felt. I don't care.
I want to be there, but telling somebody how you feel could be talking to that brick wall right there.
Yeah. But that's cool. That's cool.
That make me angry because it'd be like, are you hearing what I'm saying?
A lot of times they don't. That's why y'all might probably get into it because I didn't never hear you. So you didn't have to hear me, but I said what I said. So don't make it seem like now it was never a conversation. We're not gonna leave with mystery of where did I go wrong. I did right. I can sleep at night because I let you know what you did wrong. So. And then sometimes people got to heal, and then they'll come back because they heard you. And they'll be like, okay, I corrected it.
I just feel like the energy that because my conversations be long. So if I'm having one with you, it's long. And I didn't say all of this, and you didn't hear a thing that I said, I'm going to be ready to touch it. Like,
I agree.
So don't let it be a narcissist.
Oh, yeah. Them the ones you gotta have long conversations with. Anyway.
Oh, they don't hear you. Oh,
that's why you having a long
They
conversation.
don't hear the end of it. Yeah.
You done?
Oh, okay.
So my part.
But I didn't go there Saturday. I just said the whole thing about the whole month, and you talking about yesterday.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get there, but it just depends on the person, I guess.
It definitely depends on the person.
It do depend on the person. But like I said, I'm still saying what I said. Even my son, I'll let him know, like, hey, I don't like when I gotta keep telling you to do something and you don't do it. It becomes disrespect, And then I also be telling him, like, I want to trust you. I don't want you to lie to me. Be open with me. So I'm always telling him how I felt. Like, this boy stole my car. I was like, 16.
Oh, I didn't know he was that old.
I'm like, bro. Do you know how that makes me feel? Like, I'm like, you can possibly have me a panic attack. Anything happen to you. I'm like, you're a black boy. Like, and, I have to be, like, very transparent with him on how he make me feel. Because, listen, you can make me feel some type of way as a parent, too. Just like I can make you feel some type of way as a child. So, we're going to be open about this.
I think that's important. I'm getting there with my son. He's 9, but he'll be 10. And it's so much going on at that age.
Yeah.
I did not have a clue. And I'm just like, okay, I guess 10 double digits. I don't know what it is, but it's just like we have to communicate. You have to have this understanding. You got to know what's right from wrong.
Yes.
And oh my goodness.
And I feel like the double digits is where you really just decide, like, if I'm going to be a badass motherfucker or if I'm going to do what my mama say. Yeah. Like, for real.
I feel like that's it.
And that's where you just got to hold their hand. Like, okay, come on. Yeah. Let's ride this bike together.
Cause chill out.
Yeah.
Are you in therapy?
Yes, I am in therapy.
How long you been in therapy?
So we go once a month. And I'm gonna go more frequently, but right now we're going once a month. It's really good for my kids. Mm-hmm. But when I go to therapy, she said that I be basically put her in a session. She's like, I feel like you come here, put me in therapy. So it's good because it's somebody to talk to. And it's somebody that don't judge, because a lot of times I can be telling people like, dang, I'm feeling like I'm depressed. Mm-hmm. And, I got so many uplifting people around me. They're like, girl, you ain't depressed. Like, yeah. But I don't want nobody to disregard how I say I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Just because I don't act like it, just because I'm smiling, just because I'm still moving, don't mean that I'm not in that state of mind. Yeah. So I like that I can go there and I can be like, because a lot of times I tell people, today not a good day. I'm having a bad day. And people know what bad day means. Bad day means it's emotional. You might get cussed out. I might be crying. I just don't feel like doing nothing. So when I go to therapy, she be like, good day, bad day. And that's how we start a conversation. Good day, bad day. Right. Now, when I say bad day, she'll just wait for me to talk. She'll be like, okay, well, tell me how you feel, but I'm going to wait on you.
I like that.
So, it done been a time where I went to therapy and I literally just cried the whole session. But she was like, that's cool. Like, get that out. I'll see you next week. So definitely in therapy. Definitely needed. Definitely for, being in jail. Because jail is very mental. I tell people that all the time. When being released from jail, you need to, it should automatically be, you have to see a therapist. Automatically. Like, at least 6 months before getting released, you need to see a therapist. Because that shit is meant to mentally break you down. So, I've been through so much trauma that's meant to mentally break me down that is vital for a therapist. It's vital. And I'm okay with that. I actually be like, one thing that I do want to do, I want to be a therapist. Because I understand people so much. I have been through so much that I can relate. And I know how to, so many people tell me their business that I don't know. So it's like I can get so much out of you that you don't even know you're telling me. You've been there telling me your whole life. Like, damn, bitch, I don't even know you though. Mm-hmm. So that's really what I aspire to be. But I do really enjoy it. I encourage anybody that's going through grief, that's really going through any trauma, even if you feel in a state where you just overwhelmed and you got a lot on your plate, go to therapy. Because sometimes having a lot on your plate, when you got this plate and you got so many things on it, you almost feel full. You feel full. Like, damn, how do I consume all of this? I feel like I'm already stuffed, but you go to therapy and they'll tell you, hey, take a bite of this first. Take a bite of this first, And that was for you.
Yeah, so my plate is super full, and I don't like in real life, I don't like my food to touch. And right now, my food is touching. And we got a problem. What?
Yeah. I, you know what? I understood that.
No, I
You
get
know
it.
what
Though.
I'm
I
saying?
get it.
understood
It's gotta be her. In real life, I don't like my food to touch. Right now, my food is touching.
Yes,
I'm
it's driving me crazy.
I'm about to flip the plate.
Yes, over actually.
I understand.
So, and then I wanted to go back when you had said if you tell somebody this, I feel depressed, and they disregard it. I do not like having conversations with people that are dismissive of my feelings.
Yeah.
That I'm sorry you feel that way. Those type of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard because seriously, it's hard because are these my feelings or yours?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, for real.
No. I know you for real. That's why I'm laughing. But I just wanted to touch back on that same sentence because it's like I said something, or sometimes people call you with their problems and they don't even ask you how you feel.
With your problems,
like,
and that becomes.
First of all, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. Like I cannot even help you with your problems because you don't even know how I feel today.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even help me with my problems, and you just go come give me yours. Like how rude. Like
It's proper.
As I get older, like no, for real. I turn my notifications off. I don't have no notifications coming to my phone unless it's a phone call. And I really sometimes don't even want them, but I had to stop Do Not Disturb because people hit notify anyway, and I feel like that's disrespectful.
And emergencies.
Unless it's an emergency, but it don't. It be they emergencies. I'm over here trying to heal, and you take your problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it right. I don't have nothing for you right now. Maybe if it was a conversation, that's why, okay, you can come through on the call, but the text and you asking for something or you just explaining your problem and you don't know how I'm feeling, like that is it's so rude.
We gotta normalize checking with people first, especially if, even if you talk to somebody every day, maybe they didn't wake up on the best side of the bed. And then you gotta, and you gotta know everybody don't tell you their problems. Like me, I'm the type of person, I'm not even gonna tell you I got something going on and I know your world in shambles. Like, I be more so trying to be mindful that I already know you got a lot going on. I don't want to add to you, even though I'm not trying to add. If you tell your friends your problems, a lot of times you kind of putting your problems on them, and they gonna feel bad. And if you're a real friend, you gonna find a way to help them through the problems. Yeah. So I'm very mindful of that. So because I never told you I had anything going on because your world is upside down, it's proper etiquette to call and say, hey, how you doing today? Yeah.
When I'm having a bad day, I won't even answer the phone because I know a lot of people, they call me for my energy. Like they, and I know that if I'm in a bad space, I'm not even going to give you the correct advice you're looking for. I'm going to give you some fucked up advice. I'm like, oh, fuck that nigga, man. Because that's the type of space I'm in. So I won't even answer because I'll go missing because I'm like, my energy was off. And that's the first thing I tell a person. They're like, damn, you ain't answering the phone. My energy was off. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my energy back together. And then, because a lot of times people are calling me with their problems because they want help, But I had to understand that sometimes people are calling just to vent. I don't have to always find a solution to your problem just because you call me with it. So I was becoming overwhelmed with that too. Like, oh, okay, how I'm going to help?
Friendship boundaries.
Yeah.
They need to be put in place for sure.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going through something, whether it's I haven't been downtown and since the last time I don't get out often. I seen it on the internet, but I didn't know like they was really down here striking. Like I never seen this happening, and it's just so much going on in the world that your problems. Everybody got problems.
Everybody.
So it's like
at least had enough decency to check before you drop your problems on somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just so depressing to ride through that y'all got these people out here in 80-degree weather.
Right before the holiday.
Cold, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, that's just crazy to me. And it, so.
I heard they supposed to came up to a conclusion though.
Really?
Yeah, like they supposed to get $5,000.
Yesterday.
They're supposed to get $5,000 bonus. They get paid for all the time they was off. They get a free car.
Okay, girl.
Do they?
Regardless of what their credit is. no more than $600 a month, so they get it taken out monthly, or they get it broken up. I got a whole bunch of family that work for Chrysler, so they got a real good contract.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they
I
got
was even talking about what's the casino work.
Oh yeah, the casino workers.
They were striking.
Yeah, I went there yesterday. They like, yeah, we don't have anybody do that. Nobody. Yeah, I'm like,
oh my,
That's crazy. Yeah, giving them a free car, that's nice.
yeah. So regardless of what their credit is, they can go get any Chrysler car, and it's gonna be $600 with insurance a month. $600.
That's really good.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's a lot going on though. It's a lot.
I'm pretty sure some strict requirements with that too. Like,
You gotta work here forever.
yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like a
Or you had to
10-year deal
yeah,
or something like that.
You have to be there forever to, get that.
Uh-huh.
Everybody not get that.
Yeah.
They giving out bad cards anyways. Might as well just hand them out.
There you go. Get personal.
They're like, y'all might as well ride the cars that y'all be making anyways.
Chrysler is not on my good side if they're watching. Not the employees, the higher ups.
So you have anything planned for we're at the end of 2023. You got any goals you setting for 2024?
Yep. So I'm opening up a chicken spot, and then I'm buying a house. So those are my two goals that I'm focused on right now. Right, and then to end the last quarter, I'm just focused on saving. So that's all I'm just doing. I'm grinding to save. So next year I can get my kids assets.
Yes. The grinding to save part. Let's talk about it.
It's hard.
Very rough to save in a time like this.
It's so rough to save in a time like this. Like, why is everything going up?
And it's supposed to stay like that. I heard it's not supposed to go back down no time soon.
They trying to blame us for something they did.
Yeah, they want all that money back.
Cost of living is crazy.
It is. So I had to cut out a lot of things that for fun. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, fun costs too much money.
Fun costs too much right now. I really have to grind to save.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even have a little fun.
Even if you go to somebody's house and just chill, you go buy a bottle, you go buy some hookahs, some food, so you still gotta spend $100.
$100 to come outside.
So
that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why a lot of people are depressed.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like, life is not fun right now.
Seriously. And then life was fun. And then all of a sudden it just got serious. So it was like fun and serious.
It got so serious. Like, everybody was literally just having fun.
Yeah, everybody was happy during the pandemic. I'm not going to lie.
But even before then, it still was.
Everybody was still pretty much happy.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Now it's some wicked times that is. I even watched the news yesterday, and they was talking about the rate of the people moving back home with their parents.
Yeah.
Full blown.
Me and my therapist talked about it.
Yeah.
This is the most people that have ever moved back with their parents right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's
because rent is so high. Like
then they at war over there. It's just too much going on.
Yeah. That's scary though.
Yeah.
It's scary too because it's like what happens after the war, especially since we helping. So yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yeah, I think all that is wild. I feel like I definitely want my kids to always be able to come back home though when we're crazy like that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even they got ridiculous prices where people can't even afford to live. Like the people that live check to check, they not even living check to check no more. And then you got companies cutting overtime. Where I work, they cut overtime. And it's people there that's like sad they don't even speak to you no more because they in there not giving overtime out. And it's like y'all got the money to give and y'all need people to work overtime because y'all got the other people that's not in overtime working harder when y'all can have these people that want to stay and help.
Yeah.
It's wicked times.
It's crazy.
It is.
It's wild. That's why I also feel like ownership is key. Like my relative was telling me like, no, this is the time to buy. You need to buy now because I don't know what she knew, but she was just like the price. She was like the price of everything is just going up. We need to get it. It's a good price right now. So I purchased the house and I'm just so thankful because rent is crazy. And then when you go from being taken care of to, okay, my husband sentenced to 20 years in jail. I'm literally being taken care of. I have to take care of everything now.
Yeah.
baby, I was so ready to cut out rent. Cause why is rent almost $3,000?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
What's cool? Why was
How
what?
much?
I was like, it's nothing when you feel like you're not paying it. What when that weight fell on me? Yeah. Where you say this house at? Okay, yep. We go buy that because our rent is just too much. Okay, and now I got 2 boys. Now I gotta take care of y'all. The cost of living is crazy. Then groceries, y'all want to eat every day, right? 3 times a day. I want a snack. The snacks be killing me.
Snacks, the meat, the food, like
everything.
It's like and then don't go out to eat because it's the same. McDonald's, I spent $30-$40. I never heard of that.
What? Luckily, not luckily, but he can't eat that because he literally throw it up.
Okay.
As processed it is, and it's as bad as it's getting now.
It is.
My son literally, he was so mad when I told him he couldn't. I said, but every time you eat it, you throw up. You don't think it's a problem? I said, it's not real food.
No, it's not.
But I don't be hungry no more. It's not real food, bro.
And it's getting bad.
It's getting worse.
They're making more fake food.
Don't be a healthy eater. That is cost.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Because I went to, even when we was just juicing for the week, it was just like, okay, how did I spend $100 on fruit?
Yes.
On fruit? Yes. That's only gonna last for 2 days?
Yes.
Are you serious? Like, come on. Like,
it's a lose. It's really, and you know what? And this season is really all about who can survive, you know? And it's because even if you have a job, you have to find another income, another hustle to pay the rest of the bills.
One job is not enough.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
It's not. Yeah. So this is definitely
it could, you know what? It could be enough to somebody. It could be. Because everybody is different. But for me personally, I know for a fact one job is just not enough.
It's not cutting it.
Especially in a season to grind, to save.
Yeah.
To make big decisions for a lifelong, stability, just for stability, period. You have to have more than one job right now if that's what you want. It's just, yeah.
So what's your plans for the next year?
Personal goals or together goals? Well, real talk goals, we want to be more global, get more guests that's not from here, like get our name out in other states. That's kind of like one of our main goals. And then to get like our own studio, like whole big, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Manifest.
Yeah. I definitely want to go on tour.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go on tour.
That's what I'm doing with Keys to the City next year.
Outside of Detroit?
Yeah. So it's Keys in your city. It's going to start in April. And then I'm going to hit the HBCUs. I'm going to start at the colleges. And do a
that's the perfect
with the business. Yeah. And I'm going to take my team and then we'll go do like an after party. So each city will go do an after party. So that way I can market the DJ, the host, photographer, everybody on my team. So
yeah.
That's nice.
That's definitely fine for, colleges because they need to make money.
Yeah.
They need to make money.
Yeah. The business for sure.
A lot. I've seen a lot on TikTok. All that stuff like come across my For You page. A lot of them do nails, hair, so they in their dorm. So that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
So a tour would be good.
My personal goal for the end of the year is to just keep being obedient, whatever God has for me. I said when we talked last week in the last episode, I talked about I don't run my life anymore because nothing ever worked out for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have control over what I got next. So whatever God has for me.
Amen.
Yes, amen. My personal goals is definitely to say the plans that I have for next year definitely cost a lot. It's going to take a lot of investing, even just sitting things out for the rest of this year is my main goal. Being more disciplined, being more focused on my goals for next year. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy the year went by so fast. I feel like we were just asking this question last year. And I don't like that. Like, why do life go? It's just going by faster. Like, slow down.
The world, like.
Mm-hmm. it's so much going on in the world too, and I feel like that got a lot, like a big part to play. Like you have to know what's going on around you.
Yeah.
It affects us all, whether
Yeah.
people want to admit to it.
And I feel like that makes me more thankful because I'm like, damn, what if we was in Palestine? Like, they losing kids left and right. Like, you know, so I just be like, I just be having to be like, ooh, okay, you know, thank you, God, you know, because this could easily be me. Like, it's a lot going on.
Being thankful is definitely a part of the plan. Like, you have to be. And I feel like a lot of the times we go through stuff so we can be thankful for what we have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
My last question before we get out of here, did you have any words of encouragement for anyone that's in your shoes?
Yeah, you know, just don't get into that second place. Like, keep going, you know, find God in the journey. Because a lot of times, like, nobody can help you, not even yourself. Only God, you know, and even finding myself reading the Bible, I see a lot of examples of things that I have went through. I've called myself Job. I've called myself Daniel. I've called myself Peter. I've seen, you know, Job lose everything, and then God gave it back tenfold, you know. So, just anybody going through what I'm going through, you can get through it. It's nothing that you can't overcome. And it's all mental, you know. Life is really about mental. How you can mentally handle your finances, how you can mentally handle your love life, how you can mentally handle your friends and family. Everything is mental. And, you know, that's going to determine how you live your life. So just, you know, anybody going through what I'm going through, seek help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Even if you can't afford therapy, you know, talk to somebody that has a safe space, that doesn't judge.
There's a lot of resources out here too.
Yeah, it is.
And that's it. You just gotta get on the internet and Google free resources. It's a lot of nonprofit organizations, a lot of just free things. So just reach out.
Yeah. And then grief, like I don't think it never ends. My mom died when I was 10. I don't think I ever stopped grieving her.
Yeah.
You know, so it never ends. It's just something that you kind of learn to cope with. So, you know, just my words to anybody going through what I'm going through, you can get through it. I'm not the strongest, but I'm not giving up. Yeah. You know, I'm a fighter. And so I'm going to fight through every battle.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I like that.
Yeah, I love to hear. Well, I thank you for coming to kick it with us today. Sure. I appreciate the words of encouragement. It takes a lot to be able to talk, especially to the public, about things that you're going through. Being vulnerable in this world it's a up and down because people are just evil people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no matter who you are, you doing good and bad, they gonna always have something to say. So, but it just take you being strong to be able, because one thing I do find that when people speak out about it, it make other people be like, okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And I'm going through the same thing. And it just help people.
Yeah.
And we got to help each other. So.
Yes, I agree.
Definitely on helping each other. I feel like our platform really helps a lot of people. Like,
definitely.
We get good comments, we get feedback. And being relatable is so important.
Yep.
When you building a brand, because people want to, you know, they want to kick it with somebody that they can relate to.
Yep.
So.
And I got a lot of feedback on my last appearance. Like, I got a lot of feedback. Like, people was like, wow, you know, the conversation was so good. So definitely enjoy being on y'all show, because y'all help a lot of people that y'all probably don't even know.
Yeah.
Y'all reach.
Yeah.
Good reach.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, tell the people where did you have something to say? My bad. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, KeyMoney313. You can DM me if you need advice. You can DM me if you need help. I'm always willing to help. I'm always willing to listen. You don't have to know me. You can stay anonymous if you want to. And I'll help in any type of way that I can.
This is it. And you guys know where to find us on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Twitter.
RT, adore the letter N. Thank you. Until next time.